Good morning, fight fans. It's your boy Joe Martini with another boxing preview. This one's for Juju Boxing, YouTuber Juju Boxing, who requested a preview opinion of the Danny Garcia Brandon Rios match coming up on Showtime in Las Vegas, February 17, Saturday, February 17. Here it is, Juju. Don't hate me, but this is my opinion. So you got Danny Swift Garcia versus Brandon Rios. Is going to be an interesting fight. Danny Swift Garcia's got 33 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws, 19 knockouts, and 218 rounds in his career. He's a 12-year professional, and he is the 5th ranked welterweight in the world right now. He's 5'8.5" and with a 68.5-inch reach. He's 29-year-old Puerto Rican descent boxer from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Some interesting notes on Mr. Garcia. Haters know him as Cherry Garcia. I don't know why, because the man's fought, 11 world champions in his career. 1/3 of his fights have been against world championship type fighters. But I guess, I guess it's never enough, man, when you're on top. But or when he was on top until his last fight. But anyway, he's only won against undefeated boxers. His only loss came against an undefeated boxer, Keith Thurman. It's the only undefeated boxer he's ever really faced with double-digit wins. His opponents have a career record of 776 wins and 346 losses. What that means is they have a 69% winning percentage, which is a pretty damn good winning percentage for your opponents. But that didn't include draws. It didn't include fighters that he fought more than one time, like Eric Morales, who he fought twice. So 69% winning percentage for his opponents. This guy's a 2 weight class world champion. He did win in 2012. He won the vacant WBC World Super Lightweight title. July 2012, he won the WBA Super Lightweight title. And he also won in 2016 the vacant WBC World Welterweight title. So he's a 2-time 2 weight class champion. He's 10-1 versus world champion fighters. He's fought in 3 countries. He fought in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and one time, and all his other fights have been in the United States. He's never been knocked out in his career. So I thought those were interesting notes from Mr. Garcia. Bam Rios, Brandon Bam Bam Rios, 34 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 25 knockouts in 212 rounds. He's a 14-year professional. He's the 27th ranked welterweight in the world. He's 5'8" with a 68-inch reach. He's 31-year-old Mexican descent boxer from Oxnard, California. Notes about Mr. Rios is in February 2011 he captured the WBA World Lightweight title. He beat 2 undefeated fighters with at least 30 wins. So they had 30 wins when they fought him, and he beat them both. His opponent's 38 fight opponent records, 688 wins and 348 losses. That's a 66% winning percentage. So Danny Garcia just 3% higher on the winning percentage. Keep in mind, this doesn't include opponents he fought twice, like Manuel Perez. He also fought Mike Alvarado 3 times, so we only put Mike Alvarado's record in there 1 time. He's 5-3 against world championship type fighters, and he's also fought in 3 different countries, including China, Mexico, and the United States. This fight is going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. If I have to go with a winner, I'm going with Danny Garcia. I feel that Danny Garcia is a proven champion. He's won championships in 2 weight classes. They're about the same height, the same reach. I think that when Brandon Rios has gone up against world championship fighters, he's faded. Manny Pacquiao, for example, that fight he lost a unanimous decision against an older Manny Pacquiao. you know, then he disappeared for a while. Mike Alvarado, he had a trilogy with Mike Alvarado, good one. He came out on top 2-1, but you know, again, I think Garcia is gonna win this fight. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout. I think it's gonna be a decision win. These guys don't lose. These guys don't get knocked out. There's been one knockout in between them, you know, over 70 fights. So I think it's gonna be a decision win for Garcia. I think he's gonna play it safe. I think he's been inactive for almost a year, so I think he's gonna outbox Brandon Rios. I think Bam Bam Rios is gonna go in there trying to get a knockout, wear himself out a little bit, and then it's gonna be a chess match. But I think Garcia's got enough in him to pull this fight. Keep in mind that Garcia, he doesn't have that same hunger he had against Mr. Amir Khan. That's when he was hungry, boy, winning titles. After that, you know, he kind of, I think once he peaked, once he got to the top, he just didn't have that fire in him. I don't think it was intentional. I just think that, you know, once you reach glory, you know, once you've won the titles, that you just don't have that same hunger. So I think that Garcia needs to find that hunger inside him again, now that he doesn't have world titles, and prove himself again. It wasn't a bad fight. His only loss wasn't a bad fight. He never got knocked out. One judge had Garcia winning against Thurman, but I just think Thurman was too fast for him. And Garcia was scared to pull the trigger in that fight. So, you know, this is a good fight for Garcia to prove himself again, put himself back in the game, maybe for another world title. Bam Bam Rios, I don't know, bro. Good luck. I don't see how you can pull this one out. But if you do, then you go from 18th ranked to definitely top 10. Your boy, Joe Martini. 1.